Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Marks Network and welcome to our WrestleMania 34 prediction show. My name is Lil Wooly. I am joined as always by Rev.
I don't feel good.
You sickly bastard. And also by the wonderful Aegon.
What up, everyone?
Alright, so WrestleMania 34. If you guys didn't catch our last video with the NXT TakeOver New Orleans show predictions, go and check out that video. It's going to be really important because we do have our punishment tied along with that card as well as this card. So if you guys want to know about our drinking game rules and what is at stake for us, what our punishment is, just go check out that video. We explain that in that video. But let's go ahead and let's get started with the WrestleMania picks because, good God, there is a lot of matches to get through. So let's go ahead and let's start off with what CBS has first on the list, which is the Women's WrestleMania Battle Royal. Thank God they got rid of the Fabulous Moolah name, because people were going apeshit over that.
Not so fabulous.
Not so fabulous. But, yeah, the Women's WrestleMania Battle Royal, much like the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which will be next in our predictions. But, Aegon, you want to start us off on this one?
All right. Well, we got the very first Women's Memorial Battle Royale. See I forget how many people are in this. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I don't even know if there's a list anywhere.
Yeah, I got Sasha Banks, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, Becky Lynch, Naomi, Natalia, Bailey, Lana, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Mickie James, and Carmella. Who do I think is going to win this? Depends on how they want to keep pushing certain people.
Yeah, that's the tough part, is figuring out how to push them.
They really have this big push for the fucking Riot Squad for some reason. I don't know why, but I think I'm gonna put it on Ruby Riott.
Ruby Riott?
Damn. How hard they're pushing the Riot Squad.
All right.
Okay.
That threw me off, actually. Ruby Riott, huh? I think that they're going to let Bailey win this. I think Bailey leaves this thing actually as a heel. I really think they're going to do quite a bit of heel work here with this pay-per-view, because she's already tinkering. Jesus Christ, Rev, you're sick.
Damn it, I want Twinkies now. God damn it.
She's already twinking. That means a lot different than what you think it does, and where I'm from. Twinking is not a good thing at all. But anyway, she's already teetering on the list already, right there. Maybe. Oh, look at me! This is a heel action. No, oh no, this is a heel action. So I just think that Sasha and Charlotte and Becky, all the 4 horsewomen, has won something for the first time ever, except for Bailey.
Oh. So
I think that Triple H, as I said in the last video, Triple H is going to be, I think, running most of the show. They're going to. It's either her or Ember Moon.
Mm-hmm.
That's the twinkling in Triple H's eyes right now. So I'm going Bailey.
Yeah. Oh man.
I fucked you up again. Yes.
The fact that you are saying that Triple H has possibly running either this show or at least like some of these
Part of it,
matches is
yeah.
really throwing me the fuck off. Oh man, because I'm trying to think like who could use the push right now. It's I
But
mean,
if you go by that standard, it has to be part of the Riot Squad
yeah.
or Natalia. Oh, I'm sorry. I fuck both of those people. I forgot somebody else. Becky Lynch.
I would pick Becky Lynch, but they seem to constantly freaking ignore her, even though
Yeah.
she's
How do you,
like one of the best ones out there.
okay. I want you to explain to me how they've ignored somebody that she was the first champion.
Well, she was, but then after that, she seems to have been pushed aside ever since after that.
Well, when you're under the shadow of a flare, that kind of happens.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Like we've already agreed. I think me and you and the entire world has agreed that Becky Lynch is the women's version of Sting.
yeah.
Every person she becomes friends with stabs her in the back. She's underneath the shadow of a flare. That's Sting.
Yeah.
So,
Oh man. Well, Jesus Christ, this is so hard to try to think of battle royal match. Well, I'm just gonna pick one, just go ahead and say Ruby Riot. Honestly, I have no fucking clue. If I'm going to lose one match, it's going to be these two battle royal matches that I lose. So, yeah, I'll just go with Ruby Riot and see what happens.
all right. Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale. One, Jesus Christ, that name.
Yeah.
It's worded backwards to me. To me, it should be the Memorial Andre the Giant Battle Royale match. But anyway, neither here nor there. This match actually has some. I don't think this match deserves to be on the pre-card. I don't. Big Show's coming back. Big Cass is coming back. Goldberg's going to be in it. Samoa Joe's going to be in it.
Oh my god.
Like, this is stupid for it to be on the pre-show, but since it's on the pre-show and they treat people on the pre-show so well, as long as there's not a football player or a basketball player from New Orleans that gets involved in this shit, I don't give a fuck who wins this match. So I'm gonna first name that comes to my head. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna go. I think that when Big Cass comes back, they're gonna put a rocket in his ass and shoot him to the moon. He's gonna be in title pictures by the end of the year, or I'm glad I didn't finish that sentence because I thought about something after that. And not Big Cass. Fuck it. Goldberg is gonna win.
Oh fuck no. Look, I love Goldberg, but no.
Goldberg's gonna win. Egon?
Oh god, I mean, that's what I think. If we see Big Cass show up at this, and everything is pointing to him showing up, I think Big Cass is gonna win it.
By the way, guys, y'all are going to listen to this and y'all are going to be like, well, I wonder why Rev's not saying some of the thoughts he has on every match, because I want to win this. So I'm not going to give them what I just, because I had Big Cass until literally I just thought about something. So Big Cass for Aegon. Wooly.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if Big Cass returns, I mean, oh man, but the fact that Samoa Joe is also in this match too is kind of interesting to me. I'm just gonna have to go with Big Cass. I think, I do think they're gonna push him real hard, and he's been out of action for a while, or at least I haven't really seen him that much. So,
Okay.
I think this gives him an initial push, and then they're just gonna shoot him to the moon.
That is for sure y'all's pick.
Yeah.
WWE is bad about two things. Okay. Really bad about these things. And I think that no matter who's running the company, it's going to stay that way. When something really shitty happens, everybody that's involved with that person gets punished for it. The Click, Nation of Domination, DX, NWO, everybody has always got punished because of the actions of one person. Big Cass still has the stink of that little fuckhole Enzo on him. And I had Big Cass winning this the entire time since they announced this shit until I realized, fuck me, that's going to be an issue. Because if he comes out looking anything like Big Cass, people are going to, the eye game, that eye test is going to be there.
Yeah, but then they pretty much separate those two before all that shit happened anyway.
I don't think it's going to matter, brother. And my other point is I kind of don't want to go Goldberg. I'm going Goldberg just because of the fact I knew that it would make you groan, and there's going to be people in the chat going, fuck me. Samoa Joe's going to win this because they're actually going to make this worth something. Mm-hmm. Because how do you go from point A to point B to have Samoa Joe fight Roman Reigns, have him win something worth fighting Roman Reigns for?
Yeah.
And they're going to put something making this worth it, which is going to piss off Mojo Rawley and Corbin and Big Show and Cesaro. But at the end of the day, who gives a fuck if you piss those four idiots off? Yeah. Sorry.
By the way, real quick, did you see in this article that one of the writers has fucking Matt Hardy winning this shit?
I actually had Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy is probably my secondary pick. Bray Wyatt helping him, Jeff Hardy helping him, Goldust helping him. Like, that could happen. I have a feeling they're going to do this shit where, oh, look, Goldberg won something. Ain't it awesome? Look at, Goldberg, that guy. You remember Goldberg? That bullshit's going to happen again like they did last year with us. Oh, fuck me. Yeah. So, yeah.
I just imagine they always have the trophy on the outside of the ring. I just imagine Hardy seeing the trophy and having that big old grin, sort of laugh on his face, like, Giant's name Andre.
Yeah.
And just stop talking to Andre's spirit through the trophy.
Yeah.
Oh god, that would be a great storyline. Writers of WWE, please do that. I would see that now, please.
Agreed.
All right.
Next match.
Hardy gonna get an elephant named Andre next.
I think that they would never in a million years name the elephant Andre. They would name it like a horse or something weird.
Yeah.
Cruiserweight Championship. Cedric the Alexander. Yes, I said that right. And Mustafa Ali. Who you got? Who you got, Willie?
Oh man, I think it's gonna be Cedric. I don't pay enough attention to 205 Live to really know exactly what this match is all about, like the build up to it. But I do know that Cedric Alexander really, whenever they're on, when they show 205 Live on like either Raw or whatever, Cedric Alexander is usually one of the competitors that they always call out and that they always talk about. So I feel like it's going to be Cedric Alexander with this match. They're going to give him the title and they're going to make him the face of 205 Live. So
I look, Triple H is running it. I agree. I'm not going to get any. I have a problem with racist uncle, grandfather, dickhead McMahon. Cedric is by far the best wrestler in all of 205 until Ricochet shows up next month. and then they can just be like, "Oh, we had a cruiserweight title. Now it's called the Ricochet title. I don't understand." Cedric's going to win this.
All right, Aegon.
I think we got it across the board. What I've seen at 205, I don't keep up with it as much as any of the other stuff, but Cedric seems to have the most talent on that roster, and have the crowd behind him. I think it's gonna be him.
All right, so Cedric across the board. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be a good match either way, but I mean, I just don't see how Mustafa wins this one.
The way they're booking him, just so YouTube, because 205 Live right now is my favorite show out of all the wrestling. It's amazing. Like, you can tell that Triple H has a pulse on what we want to see for that division. Mustafa, I think that Neville is on his way back, but he will never go back to 205.
Mm-hmm.
And they need a hardcore fucking villain heel. And Mustafa, the last 4 or 5 promos, the last couple weeks have been amazing. I just think it's time to give Alexander his damn belt that he should have won when, the belt was actually being given out the first time. But, Kota Ibushi didn't sign, so they put it on TJP, who then fucked up his entire career.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree. Cedric all the way across. All right. Next title. United States Championship, Randy Orton, the champion, versus Bobby Roode, the glorious one, versus Jinder Mahal, and Rusev. Happy Rusev Day, everybody, by the way. Who you got? Wooly.
Okay, so how long has Randy had the title for? Just 2 months?
Yeah.
And let's see, they've been doing some weird stuff with Bobby Roode in terms of him going to commentary. Jinder Mahal, it's like, why? And then Rusev is just over as fuck with Rusev Day. I mean, honestly, I'm just going to flip a coin here, and I'm just going to say that it's going to be Randy Orton retaining the title. As much as Rusev is over right now, I mean,
damn,
I don't know.
I did not expect that, though.
No.
I would love to see Rusev win this title. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see him win the title at Mania. But I just feel like Randy hasn't had the title for that long. And it's one of those things, like, if you want to try to keep the value of the belt, you want people to have decent title reigns. And I don't think Randy has had the title long enough to be considered a decent enough reign. So, but yeah, I don't know. If I'm wrong on that one, and it ends up being.
I mean, that's your Goldberg pick. I'm going Rusev. No way. There's no way that it got leaked that he almost left the company last week. There's no way that the second most over person on the entire roster does not get his WrestleMania moment after they fucked him so hard with Cena a couple years ago. Yes, I'm going with my heart. Rusev as a face. Aegon?
Yeah, I'm on the same lines. They can't, with the heat behind Rusev and the Rusev Day and just how fucking over he is now. WWE can't afford to lose Rusev right now. I think they're going to put it on him finally and give him his WrestleMania moment. And he may not keep it long, but I think they're definitely going to give it to him.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I love to see Rusev win, but I don't know. I just feel like Randy, there's going to be some sort of bullshit where he keeps the title. I don't know. But anyway, Next title match, the Raw Tag Team Championship. The Bar defending against Braun Strowman and a tag team partner to be announced. And Aegon, I believe this is
Correct. Aegon has to fantasy book this after making the picks. So Aegon, you're last. Wooly, who you up? Who you got?
Braun Strowman.
Who's
I mean,
his
come
tag
on.
team partner?
Oh, his tag team. Oh, man. I've been here. Like, the article here has a possibility of a Strowman and Neville team.
Ooh,
And I find that
amazing.
that would be awesome. So, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to say it's going to be Neville as his tag team partner. And they're going to win the tag team championships.
I'm going the Bar. I'm not even. It hurts my heart to say that out loud, but I'm going the Bar. Bar retains.
Just for fun, who is Strowman's tag team partner for you?
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt. Okay.
Yeah. Which would piss me off because the whole deletion thing didn't matter then.
Yeah.
Aegon, you have two of them. Who do you actually have winning?
Who do I actually have winning?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I actually have the Bar winning.
Oh,
Because
God.
this thing is just, oh, it was put together so hapdashed from the start, and I just don't see them making Braun and a random opponent, a random partner that he gets, the champion. As for who his partner might be for this, with all the names of people coming back, I think it's between the Big Show and Bray Wyatt. But I'm hoping at Bray Wyatt, because that would be fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it'd be amazing. It pissed me off a little bit, but it'd be amazing.
Yeah.
And now you're fantasy booking, sir.
I've not done fantasy booking much, so give me a minute. Oh. Fantasy booking would be that Braun starts this match alone versus the Bar.
Okay.
And saying it is Bray Wyatt. He coming back with, like, I don't know how they're gonna come back with the whole cult thing, his original cult thing. Just as Braun is losing badly to the Bar, the lights would go out, and lights would come back on with, I don't know, say like Cesaro in a Sister Abigail. And from that point on, you'd have the recovery, a hard-fought match, and I know WWE wants to keep the Bar looking strong. I think it ends up with a big guys doing the whole disqualification thing by beating the hell out of the Bar with, like, tables and chairs.
Damn. That's actually not that bad. That's not that bad. All right. Next match. And my pick for match of the night, for multiple reasons, and I'm about to hurt Wooly's brain. Promise you're going to be like, whoa. The Usos versus the New Day versus Wyatt's Part 2. I mean, Bludgeon Brothers. Sorry. I'm supposed to go first here, but because of what I have to say, I want to go last if y'all do not mind. So, who will go first instead of me?
Good, Willie.
I mean, it's hard to not go with the Bludgeon Brothers on this, just because they've been booking them so strong and so dominating. So, like, I can't, like, there are scenarios that you can think of where maybe they also sneak a pin on a member of the New Day or vice versa. But I just think Bludgeon Brothers are just going to destroy the shit out of both teams, and I think they'll grab the titles. So, Bludgeon Brothers or Mario Brothers or
Wyatt's too. The Wyatt's version too.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Looking at this, I mean, my heart wants the Bludgeon Brothers, but my head says that the Usos are going to retain, just because of how they're booking the Usos and the fucking promos Usos keep pulling off, and it's fucking sick. And
I changed Dagon's mind today, by the way, guys. Just so we're clear, I showed him a promo that I found from fucking February that I'd never seen, and me and him were both like, whoa.
I think, what's the next pay-per-view?
Next big pay-per-view?
Yeah, it's Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
I think if the Bludgeon Brothers win it, eventually take it, it will be at Money at the Bank. Money in the Bank.
Okay.
All right.
Y'all ready?
Okay, let's hear this.
I picked Authors of Pain.
Oh,
I think a surprise team.
Yeah.
Drake.
Let me rephrase that. I was going to pick Authors of Pain. I rephrased that. I was going to pick Authors of Pain. Usos are going to retain. Because in the middle of the match, the Authors of Pain are going to come out and beat the living fuck out of the Bludgeon Brothers. Going to cause the match to end to a no contest, meaning they retain.
Yeah.
That sets up for New Day versus Usos at the next pay-per-view, whatever the hell it is, the next pay-per-view for the titles, and the Bludgeon Brothers and AOP after their main roster debut on WrestleMania. So I'm going Usos too.
Now, quick question. Isn't AOP part of the Dusty tag team?
Absolutely they are.
Doesn't that run for a while still?
No, it ends tomorrow.
Okay.
It ends Saturday.
All right.
Because, okay, this is what I've been going back and forth. And I just want to tell y'all how my fantasy booking works. Because let me tell you what I would do if I was in charge. War Machine and AOP would be added to this match. Or War Machine or AOP would be added. But they do a Hardy Brothers to the SmackDown roster this year, because that's what they did to Raw last year. Mm-hmm. And you bring out a surprise team and have them win it clean. That's why originally it was AOP, because AOP makes sense here. AOP can't, I honestly believe AOP can go toe-to-toe with the Bludgeon Brothers. And I just think the Usos losing to another set of Somalians, basically, another set of, big boys makes sense. New Day, I think, will be broke up by the end of the year, so I don't think they're going to put the titles on them. I just think that a main roster debut here makes fucking complete and utter sense. And I want it to be War Machine. I can't lie to you. Them boys bad. Them boys bad. But yeah. That's man. Can you imagine how loud that crowd would be if either one of their musics pop for that shit? Sorry. That's the first time I've coughed in the microphone all night.
Yeah, which is surprising, seeing how you've been sick.
I've been muting it.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. Next match.
Raw Women's Championship. Alexa Bliss.
This is going to be a 3-minute match.
Oh, are you thinking it's big time squash or?
Yeah, I think. Okay, so I think that every match is going to go about 15-ish minutes, but 2.
Okay.
This one and the John Cena Undertaker shit. And we'll get into that later. Yeah. I don't see a point of booking it the way they booking it, Mean Girl thing, and then have her not absolutely just fucking eat her. So I'm going Nia Jax in under 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I gotta go with Nia Jax as well. I mean, good God, give her a goddamn title already. She's been booked like a monster for God knows how long, but they have not given her anything. So
has she even had a real title shot? I don't think so.
No, she's not had a
No,
title.
it's always been triple threat or 4-way or
fatal 5-way, blah blah blah.
7-person elimination chamber. Oh wait, that was the guys. Like there's always some stupid stipulation with any title match she's been in.
Yeah.
This is the first one I can remember where it's been 1-on-1, at least on main roster.
Aegon?
I'm along the same lines. It's got to be Nia with everything they've been building up. It's got to be time for the monster to crush the mouse.
Now, we all agree on that. Does anybody here think that this is where Carmella cashes in?
See, I don't know. I think she has a chance to crash in here or in the other match. It's really hard to say. I mean, I think with her Carmella's kind of cowardly persona, I would think she would cash in more on the other match than this one.
Yeah. The only way I could see Carmella cashing in on the Raw's championship is if Alexa won and then Nia just beats the ever-living shit out of Bliss post-match, and you just have Alexa just laying in the middle of the ring, and all of a sudden here comes Carmella.
Seth Rollins.
Yeah. That is the only way I see Carmella cashing in on the Raw Women's Championship. So
I don't see it at all. I don't think there's a chance in fucking hell.
Yeah.
I see belt.
I see belt. The Miz versus Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor, triple threat.
To me, this is probably going to be the longest match of the night, by the way.
Yeah.
I couldn't mute. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's good. All right. So, Aegon, you want to start this one?
Who I want to win? I would love for it to be Finn. I think if Finn comes out in his demon persona, I think it's going to be Finn.
I'll make that easy for you. I think they've killed the demon.
You think?
When's the last time they brought it up?
It's been a while. It
Yeah.
hasn't really been.
Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. But if it's not that, then I think it's going to end up being Rollins. I don't think Miz is going to retain it because he's going to go off and do the family thing for a while.
Yeah.
Now that he just
I hate to say it, but I think Rollins is the right pick here. But I'm going to go Balor. I'm going Balor.
Yeah.
Actually, can I change that one more time?
Okay.
I'm going Miz. I think they're going to let him break the Honky Tonk Man's record.
Oh, man. How long does he have for the record?
80 days? Money in the bank?
See what his record is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would actually make a lot of sense if they let him keep the title to do that. Because he has been a really good fucking Intercontinental Champion.
He held the belt for 64 weeks.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a long fucking time, boy.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Wooly,
Okay, so
just be a homer and pick your boy. Don't do this.
okay, well here's the thing. So I think Miz is going to go and do the whole be a father thing. I honestly, if he hadn't had a kid just yet, like we all knew that they were due pretty close to WrestleMania anyway.
Mhm.
So I think that Miz would have dropped the belt regardless, or at least would have tried to figure out a way to be more of a dad, at least for the first couple weeks. Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor as far as who wins the title. I have to go Finn Balor just because he hasn't had really a title win, at least that I can remember, since the Universal Championship match where he injured his shoulder.
They shoved him down the mid card when he came back.
Yeah, so they haven't really done anything with him, and really as far as titles go. And this is a guy who was the first Universal Champion who had to give it up 24 hours later. So I think it's about time that they give him a title. And I think an Intercontinental title is probably the best thing for him at this point. So
Yeah. I can see it. Next match. Oh, look.
my fantasy booking.
Wooly gets to go last. So, Aegon, you're first up for the Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn fight.
God, this is a hard one, depending on how they're gonna book this shit.
Well, you don't have to worry about booking it. I have to worry about
No,
booking
I mean,
it.
I think how they're booking it, what they're going to do with Owens and Zayn. I mean, because honestly, I think if they win, if Owens and Zayn wins, obviously they're going to stay there. But I think if they get the whole fire thing, they're just going to end up moving to Raw. But the problem is that they move to Raw, just losing a lot of talent on SmackDown. I honestly think it's going to be Owens and Zayn. I'm going to win this one.
All right, Owens and Zayn. All right, Rev.
Sorry, I had a coughing fit. I think they don't want to have a Daniel Bryan issue on their hands. Sorry guys, you already have a Daniel Bryan issue on your hands. I think that I'm gonna pick Owens and Zayn too. I think Shane's gonna cost him the match. He's gonna tag in too hard or something, and something's gonna happen, and Bryan will end up on Monday Night Raw.
Yep.
All right, Wooly.
All right, so you might as well put me down for Owens and Zayn as well.
Wow. All right.
And all right, as far as how they're going to book this, so thinking back over the past several weeks, obviously Daniel Bryan recently, a couple weeks ago, just got cleared after all the concussion stuff. That he recently just got cleared to wrestle again in the WWE. Shane, like a week or two prior to Daniel coming back, was brutally attacked by Kevin and Sami, and you gotta feel like that's gotta probably play into the match somehow with the bumps that he took, because good God, Shane, the way he sold the power bomb onto the metal set or whatever it was.
I don't think that was a sell, bro.
There was no selling there.
That actually hurt him.
Yeah,
I think the hernia came from that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, just knowing that, like, that's got to affect how this match plays out. So here's the way I look at this. You have, both teams come out. Obviously, whenever Daniel Bryan comes out here, the loudest fucking yes chants that we've heard in years. So they go in, they start the match, and I think it's just going to be a complete brawl from the start. Like, they're going to start off with, ref trying to get control. At some point, they're going to let Daniel Bryan get some offense in, let the crowd get rocking. Shane's going to throw those really horrible punches. Then at some point, they're going to get control of the match. They're going to make it a normal tag match. And whenever they do start transitioning to the normal format, that's when you have Kevin and Sammy start taking over. They grab hold of Daniel Bryan. They start attacking Daniel Bryan's head. They play into the concussion, and you'll have the commentary team going, "Oh God, they're attacking his head. Look, he might be clear, but good God, think of his future." And it's going to be Daniel is getting pummeled by these guys for most of the match. At some point, Daniel's able to get away, get the hot tag in to Shane. Shane's able to bring in a flurry of offense. But at some point, it's just going to be too much. Kevin and Sammy do either a combo maneuver, like some sort of tag team maneuver, or they just pull off their finishers and they pin Shane McMahon 1, 2, 3. And that's your match, Kevin and Sammy.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. On this list, guys, it shows the match that should go last, but we'll go ahead and do it. The women's Raw title, Charlotte Flair versus Asuka.
You want to win SmackDown?
I mean SmackDown. I said Raw for a reason, but whatever.
All right, so we know we kind of have a hint of where Rev's going with this one.
I think that this is the dream match that they just made that everybody acts like they always wanted. Nobody actually wanted to see this fucking match. Nobody. Everybody wanted to see Rousey and Flair and Nia Jax and Asuka for the title. Nobody else wanted. Come on, you made up a narrative. Sit the fuck down. Yeah. So they're going to kill everybody in the face by having Asuka win this.
Mm-hmm.
Asuka wins.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but Charlotte is not ready for Asuka. It's going to be a great fight. It's going to be a great match, but it's got to be Asuka. I mean, I don't think they kill her undefeated streak here.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least not to Charlotte.
Well, I'm definitely on the same line. This is definitely going to be Asuka because this will not be the end of the streak. However, it also could be the end of the streak.
No. Because here, we asked the question before, is this where you have the cash in? And I will say that I have caused all of us to think, yeah, this is where the cash in should happen.
I think if there's a cash in, it will happen here. And
yeah.
they won't make
you end the streak, put so much fucking heat on fucking old girl, Carmella. You put so much heat on her. You end the streak without a whimper. There won't be nothing like, oh my God, it happened, da 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 da. The only other person that can win to end Asuka's streak that makes any sense is on Raw. Oops, that's why I said Raw.
Yeah. The only person she could lose this to is Rousey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by losing it to Carmella while quote unquote like knocked out or something, she's still.
So Asuka wins. Charlotte Flair turns heel, kicks the shit out of Asuka. Carmella turns in. Yeah. That sets up Carmella and Flair to chase the women's SmackDown title for a couple months, and Asuka to go back to Raw to chase Nia Jax and fuck with Ronda Rousey. Because I would much rather see Asuka and Rousey than Charlotte Flair and Rousey.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you can put them in an unsanctioned cage match, old school Attitude Era style, and that would be a fucking fight. So we all agree that this is probably where the turn-in's going to happen.
If turn-in happens, it will happen in that match.
And I hate to tell all the rest of you marks, they're not going to waste their first title, their first turn-in, for somebody not to win a title. I don't believe they're going to do it. I think it's going to be because nobody in their right mind thought when Edge won that Money in the Bank that he was world title worthy. Oops, he was. Big time.
Yeah. I mean, and with the fact that who had the men's, it was Baron Corbin, right? Who had the men's Money in the Bank?
The last one, yeah, Baron Corbin.
Yeah, and the fact that they booked it to where he lost it on a SmackDown via roll-up.
Because of Cena. Yeah, because of Cena.
Yeah. They need to at least keep the Money in the Bank, at least have oh, you're almost guaranteed to win the title. If it doesn't look good if both Money in the Banks don't win the title when they're cashed in. So if she cashes
what's the point of having, because they've already made it clear that the Money in the Bank is going to be a big pay-per-view now. Because it's what that pay-per-view is supposed to be, is to change the storylines. It's a reset button. That's why they have the fucking briefcases.
Mm-hmm.
Having both of the briefcases go on people they did not intend to have win a title makes no damn sense.
Right.
And I do not believe they ever were going to put Corbin as a title holder.
Yeah.
So, next match, guys. Willie?
All right. Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle versus Stephanie McMahon and Triple H. So, Ronda Rousey's debut match. The build up to this has it picked up this past week with Stephanie putting Ronda through a table because all contract signings are all like sort of press like promos, always end with someone going through a fucking table because it's WWE. I think for me, you have to book Ronda strong, and the only way you can really book Ronda strong is if she wins this match. So, Ronda, Kurt Angle, and good God, we're going to get so fucking hammered if they do the dual submissions for the win. Good God. Rev, I am going to fucking kill you for that role.
Aegon?
Well, they've been building up Ronda to be the Superwoman. Dressing her up as Rowdy Piper, and saying she's going to be the next big thing. It's going to be Ronda and Kurt are going to take this. How they finish it, if they do the whole dual submission thing, kind of nodding to their to their fighting outside, it would be crazy and very alcoholic for us. But I do think that Ronda and Kurt are going to take it.
I unfortunately I'm going to agree. But I put it on the sheet that I agree, but I'm going to tell you what I would do. Fantasy book the shit out of this. Have Rousey lose her first match. On purpose.
Okay.
On purpose. She turns on Kurt Angle.
Oh.
Make her heel the first
and
match.
make her a fucking heel against Asuka. And Nia Jax. Because Nia Jax is no longer a heel.
Yeah.
Wow.
That would be a crazy turn.
The only other way you can book her stronger than that is have her tap out Triple H.
Yeah.
Which I gotta be serious. That would be fucking amazing.
Yeah, I know, right? I thought that while I was talking, I was like, "There's no way they're gonna do that," but please, for the love of God, do that.
I don't know if Triple H is running this show. It could happen.
Dude, he got grabbed by the neck like he was being grabbed by like a grown man Monday, dog. Like
Oh,
he grabbed that motherfucker by the neck like she was about to yank him. It was
Just for-
amazing.
Just that first meeting, she put him through a table like he was a rag doll.
yeah.
We're gonna skip the next thing on this page because I don't think it's gonna go there. So we're
Okay.
skipping the next thing on the page. We're just gonna go with my intuition with this, boys. Just trust me on this. So that leaves two matches: the Universal and the WWE Championship.
Start off with WWE title.
I want to say no, but yeah.
Only just because it's on the order it is on the list. That's
Yeah,
the only reason I say that.
Only reason.
Nakamura versus AJ Styles, the dream match. You know, all the internet wrestling community, you know, going nuts over this one. Aegon, who you got?
Oh, well, I want freaking Nakamura to win this. So depends on whether they're going to play this as a rubber match or whether they're going to actually do the title switch. But I'm going to go for Nakamura because I want to see him win. So.
You're gonna have what?
I have what? Nakamura?
Oh, you're picking Nakamura?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh man.
I have a feeling that the WWE Championship's going to Monday Night Raw sooner rather than later. Titles are switching shows. Daniel Bryan is going to Raw. I've already told you that. I honestly believe that's going to happen. So I have AJ Styles retaining.
All right. Interesting. Man, this one is tough. I mean, just thinking about, like, as wrestling fans, we know about these two history at New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But WWE has not done a good job explaining that to their fans at all. Like, why this is such a big deal. Like,
I think they started the feud off and was going to do it.
And then backed out of doing it.
And then New Japan was so fucking successful with their last tour here. They're just like, we're not helping them anymore. Because that, you can promote a smaller company, like with the EC3 situation on NXT, by using EC3, by maybe putting a title on him, by doing those things. You're kind of giving Impact a rub there, because that's where he got the persona. That's where he got the attitude. That's where he became EC3 instead of Derek Bateman.
Yeah, and like
I think
they did with the women's tournament with
Shimmer.
Shimmer.
Absolutely. But since Shimmer and Muse and Impact Wrestling is really no competition for even 205 Live when it comes to viewership, they can do that. With New Japan, Cody and Omega and all them boys, they're putting in work and giving them an extra rub. I think that's why they halted with they wrestled in Japan and it was a da-da-da-da. Now it's just like, it's the second time they wrestled and this is the first time in the WWE and blah, 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 WWE, 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 WWE. And it's just like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, we get it. You don't want to give New Japan that rub no more. Understand. Shut up, move on.
Yeah. I mean, I really want Nakamura to win this. It's just, does the WWE actually pull the trigger on Nakamura because I still think they have that issue with his promos, like as far as him not being his English not being all that great, and that sucks to say that because his in-ring work should just qualify him to be a title contender and a champion.
Mm-hmm.
But oh man, you know what? I'm just gonna go with my gut, go with my heart. I'm gonna say Nakamura.
Damn, I'm the only one with the greatest wrestler in the history of the world. Holy shit. All right. So we'll move to the one that's the most painful for us all.
The Universal Championship.
And that is Bork Lesnar versus Rollin' Roman Reigns. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm not sorry. That was fucking funny.
Brock Lesnar versus Edgelord Reigns.
Yeah. Wooly.
I get to go first on this one?
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about how Dana, before we started doing any recordings, supposedly Dana White let it slip that Lesnar's going back to UFC.
It's not supposed now. It's verified. It's verified now that he said it.
Yeah, that kind of fucks everything up as far as, like, keeping anything a fucking secret.
Yeah.
So, really, at this point, it's like, we know it's going to be Roman Reigns. It's just, how is he going to win the title? That's really the question at this point. So, I'm picking Roman Reigns.
I'm picking Brock Lesnar.
Oh, I want an explanation on this.
I told you. I think that they're going to do the thing that I think they should do. My fantasy booking side of me is taking over and may make me lose this to y'all, but I think that he wins at WrestleMania and then he loses Monday night to Samoa Joe or Bobby Lashley or Braun Strowman. He comes out to the ring. I beat everybody, and I'm going back to the UFC right now, and I'm taking this belt with me because there's nobody in this arena that can beat me. Music hits. Dude, the building would explode if that's what happened, but I think it's more along the lines of Samoa Joe or Lashley. Because if you want to build Lashley in a way that he could be a suitable replacement for Lesnar, you have him beat Lesnar.
Yeah, and that would also make sense too, because doesn't Lashley do MMA like Bellator or something?
Yeah, Bellator. Yeah. So I have Lesnar.
All right. Aegon.
I mean, I love that thought, but sadly, I don't think the WWE is smart enough to do that.
Y'all want to win the competition. I want to have fun. Got it.
I just don't think the WWE is smart enough to do that. I think it's an awesome idea, but I don't think they're smart enough to pull off something that impressive because you're not booking the shows. Sadly, most likely Vince is most likely still doing it.
They'd be a million. They'd be trillionaires if I was booking that show. I promise you.
It'd be crazy. But I think after 3 years of fucking build up and another fucking year of storyline, they're going to give it to Reigns finally.
I had Reigns until Dana White opened his fucking mouth today. And Wooly, you're my proof of that. As soon as I read that, I was like, oh, there goes my change. There's my switch.
Yeah.
So that is the end of the show. Wait, no, it's not. No, it's not.
There is one question that everyone is thinking of right now, Rev. If you're thinking that's the end of the show, we got a...
I think they do the end of the show promo from John Cena.
Yeah, we got.
That's why the CBS thing has Cena Undertaker thing going between Stephanie McMahon, Triple H, and AJ Styles and Nakamura, and I just don't see that happening. That makes no sense on card placement, none.
Yeah.
So you have Brock Lesnar beat Roman Reigns clean. And if I was them, if I was the WWE, just to add on to that, I would have him squash the fuck out of Lesnar. Like SummerSlam John Cena squash the fuck out of Reigns. I mean, I would have Lesnar like squash Reigns that much. So then the show is about to end. John Cena gets into the ring. All right, boys, we're in New Orleans. We have to try it one more time and get the crowd all hyped up and talk shit and call him names. And then he's here, motorcycle, vroom, vroom, rolling, 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 or I am American, whatever the fuck it is. That music hits and the match is then. It's a new way to start the feud. Has it ever happened that way? Has that ever? Wait, Yokozuna. Yeah. No. Well, yes. Yokozuna. The Yokozuna Hulk Hogan feud started at a WrestleMania at the end of the pay-per-view because Yokozuna beat Bret Hart dirty with salt in his eyes. And then Hulk Hogan came out and beat Yokozuna. And Yokozuna chased Hulk Hogan for a couple months before he left.
Yeah.
So it has happened before, but it was attached to another match. This way, it seems more natural that, you know, they've made a big deal of John Cena calling him out all the damn time. You have to do it at the end of the show, and then they have their match. So now we have the match set. Cena versus Undertaker.
Now, they were talking about Cena going as a fan. Like,
yeah.
So, do you think throughout the show, do they go, like, every few matches, they, like, go and talk to Cena? And, like,
no, I think they do it the right way. They show him in different parts of the stadium. Front row, at the concession stand, talking to fans, at
the merch shop.
At the merch. Oh, dude, that would be amazing. John Cena buying an Uso Day One-ish Mardi Gras t-shirt. That would make my life. It would probably be a Daniel Bryan t-shirt because he's pushing the shit out of Daniel Bryan. But yeah, or Rusev Day. That would be even better. A Rusev Day t-shirt being bought by John Cena at WrestleMania after he ruined Rusev's career at WrestleMania. Anyway,
he wouldn't be buying it. What they do is they have a shot. They have a shot. They pull a shot over to the concession stand. He'd be like, you know, putting away his wallet, and he'd be wearing like the Rusev Day.
Yeah. So they have him walking around doing the fan stuff, and then at the end of the show, he jumps the railing, or you know, he comes out finally from the back and he does the promo, and it works. My question to you guys: do they have the match, and who wins, or is it a setup for a future match?
I think if they do it at the end, it becomes a setup for like Money in the Bank or SummerSlam.
It would have to be a big pay-per-view.
Yeah.
They go.
Well, Money in the Bank, that makes Money in the Bank automatically big.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. That's actually something I didn't put into the equation.
Yeah, because I don't see this like going from having a setup starting at WrestleMania, going to whatever what's the next pay-per-view? Like,
fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, like it wouldn't be that. It would be a Money in the Bank or a SummerSlam or Survivor Series. Fuck, they could hold off for another year and have it go to WrestleMania 35 in New York.
I think it'll end up being like, if they don't wrestle at WrestleMania, it'll end up being like, how, you know, whatever pay-per-view.
Backlash, by the way, guys.
Yeah, whatever pay-per-view they ended up pulling the actual match off at, it'll be a year of, you know, taunting, you know, possible almost fights in the ring, and
that gives the Undertaker another full year to recover from the hip surgery.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I just thought of something. What if Cena's cutting the promo, and while he's cutting the promo, gong, lights go out. Few seconds, like
bring back the Undertaker persona or
no,
not.
Well, hold on. And then after a few seconds, lights come back up. The jacket and the hat.
Oh fuck!
In the middle of the ring.
Now we're really fantasy booking this shit.
Yeah, we are.
Damn, bro. I'd kind of mark, dude. I'd kind of mark. I ain't gonna lie. I'd kind of mark.
Even funnier. The lights go out. You see the jacket on the ground. The hat on Cena's head.
Have them Bret Hart him? Holy shit, that would suck.
Oh my!
Turn Cena full fucking heel like that.
Oh man!
I have an idea that it's going to be a setup for another once in a lifetime thing, but with the Undertaker this time. I really do.
Yeah. Oh man. Well,
if they fight though, if they fight, we have to pick a winner.
Okay, so this is assuming that they actually have a match at WrestleMania on Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Who you got? Hang on.
Oh, who do I got? Oh God, it all depends on whether they turn this into a long-term storyline or not. But I think if they're going to bring him back, they want to bring him back with a storyline. So I think it would be Undertaker or American Badass, whatever he comes back as.
Okay.
Oh my God!
I get to go last. That's only fair.
This pick, good grief! Like, it's like, okay, if we're thinking like logically here, if we're going down the straight path, it should be Cena winning, in my opinion, because he's actually been wrestling. You know, he's still fit. He doesn't really have any sort of like health issues, like any of that stuff. But if we're talking about trying to build something that could last, you know, not just a one-off match, and something that would really make the crowd pop and just like send the fans home happy, you go with the Undertaker. Man, fuck this pick, man. Good God. I'm just gonna say it just because I want to have a little bit of fun. Undertaker is going to win, but good God, like, I don't really care about win or loss on this match. I just want to see it happen. God. Fucking hell.
I also think if he shows up and it's a match, you don't have him lose 2 WrestleManias in a row.
Be 3, wouldn't it?
2.
2?
Lost to Lesnar, beat Wyatt.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna go. There's no fight. No contest. No winner. Nobody. Cena, that would be 6 matches in a row Cena has lost at a pay-per-view. Yet you have Cena going against Triple H in the Greatest Royal Rumble in less than a month. That's another pay-per-view that he could continuously lose. Like, how long are you going to make his losing streak go? And Undertaker can't lose 2 in a row, so I go no contest.
But we're also supposed to be picking if there is actually a fight.
Yeah, there's going to be a fight. That is a result. No contest is a result. I'm going no contest because neither can afford to lose. Right. Undertaker, John Cena, the thing, I think that they will brawl. They will get counted out. The show will end with people separating them. With wrestlers separating them. Show will go off the air. Monday Night Raw will go live. Cena will be in the ring first. Well, unless Roman Reigns wins the title, and then he'll be in the ring to talk about, told you it was my yard.
Yeah.
I'm going no contest, and that pretty much means that I will lose if I miss more than 2. But I'm okay with that because like there's got to be what we think they're going to book and a little bit of fantasy booking doing it at the same time because this makes no fucking sense. This match is way too good to end and start on the same night.
Yeah, it's got to build up to something.
Yeah, it's going to build up to something. How can you build it up if Taker wins clean on night 1?
What his win doesn't even have to be clean. It could be like,
I think Cena's going to be the heel here.
Yeah, because there's no way you make Undertaker a heel.
I don't think you can make Undertaker a heel at this point in time in his life, unless he starts a ministry thing with Aleister Black and Sanity and.
That would
I may have just came a little.
A barrel is full.
Because the other name I was going to say is Authors of Pain. That's
you're gonna make them the acolytes of this new ministry.
Yeah, yeah.
God. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't see like how they even try to have a match with the type of build they've been doing.
Oh no, the build they're doing for what they're doing, the way I described how the fight can start is perfect. Which is Cena at the end of the pay-per-view is like, I've been a fan all night. I got to give this a try. And then he finally comes out to the American Badass because they're not going to let Undertaker take 22 minutes to walk down to the ring.
Yeah.
Because he'll come out to fucking Kid Rock. Yeah. Which I've been calling for almost a year. Yeah. As soon as he got beat last year, the next pay-per-view when we all sat and talked, I was like, man, you realize that Undertaker come back still and not be in that persona and he'd be all right. I don't think they want Roman Reigns to be the one to retire him. Especially if Triple H is taking over, like I think he is. Look, bro, at the end of the day, Roman Reigns is a Triple H man, but he's not a Triple H champion.
Right.
Triple H champions.
If Triple H running the show, Reigns wouldn't be anywhere near a championship.
Oh no, you're wrong about that. He'd still be near that motherfucker, but
not like he is now.
He wouldn't be in the main event every fucking pay-per-view.
He wouldn't have wasted almost 4 years to make it happen.
I don't think it's a waste, brother. I think that for the first time in years, the storyline they told with Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns was perfect. With the inclusion of Seth Rollins. Because it got to tell so many other stories. If you really, really think about this, WWE, the only thing they've really got right in the last 2 years is AJ Styles. Mm-hmm. And the entire thing with Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. Because you've made Brock Lesnar look like he's unfucking beatable.
Right.
And you've made Roman Reigns look like he can't lose. Something has to give.
Yeah.
And that's where I think we should leave it, right fucking there. Because I don't think you can touch it in any other way.
Yeah. I mean... Yeah, I mean, I got nothing. So
this is the best WrestleMania they've ever put together.
Now, it's hopefully they don't find a way to screw it up.
Well, if Vince McMahon touches, it's going to be the biggest letdown in history. But I have faith that Mr. Levesque is going to be taking over.
Yeah.
Because XFL is only 18 months away.
Yeah, and they're going to have to start going pretty quick because they still
finding
have to
teams, setting rules, getting everything, bylaws, and setting up the taxes and everything has to start going now.
Yeah.
Starting a business doesn't take a couple days.
No, it does not.
Well.
All right, well.
How about we stop acting like we know what we're doing and let's enjoy the rest of the weekend because we have a great weekend coming.
Yep. Let's do that.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, prepare the beer or the liquor.
Or both.
Or both. Because if you're joining us in this drinking game, you're going to need it. Oh, man. But, guys, we hope you enjoyed the video. We hope you enjoyed our thoughts, our picks. Man, this is going to be a fun WrestleMania.
Yeah, this could go from one of the best of all time to the greatest pay-per-view of all time.
Yep.
Or it could be another, hey, that happened.
Yeah. All right, but anyways, if you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and make sure to click on that notification bell. And hopefully YouTube will actually fucking work and notify you whenever we actually do post videos on the channel. And, yeah, follow us on all the social medias and whatnot. Everything will be down in the description. But for Rev, Aegon, and everyone in the Marks Network, we will see you guys next time.